Hi, my name is Roy Azaria. I'm 22 years old. I'm a musician. I'm a salesman. I'm a business owner. I love reading books. And it's the first time I ever create content with a specific task. Till now, I just filmed videos. Today, I really do have a meaning for my videos, and I'm gonna make a whole series about what I'm basically want to talk about. Video series I'm gonna film is gonna be on my favorite book, the most important book I've ever read, and I think it's one of the most, if not the most important book that was ever been introduced to humanity. The name of the book is Thus Spoke Zarathustra by Friedrich Nietzsche. It's basically a book that was written in the year 1883 till 1885. It was written in 3 chapters. Each one of the chapters was written in different time phases of Nietzsche's life. The book just combined them all together. He was actually planning to write a 4th chapter about this book, which he called the finale, but sadly he fell into the own demise of his own wisdom. To be honest, very ironic and quite cliched that Nietzsche himself fell into his own demise of his own intelligence trying to write a book such as this one. And understand when you keep watching the series why exactly that is a cliche. Interesting poet in Israel, Israeli by the way, a very interesting poet named Meir Ariel. He's my favorite poet also, and he has this sentence where he says, it's better knowing how to die than dying to your own knowing. And I think this is exactly what happened to Nietzsche. He fell to his own demise by falling into the knowledge and into the thoughts and into the feelings of the way he saw life, but we will talk about this later in the series. What I want to do in this series is that every chapter that I will film will be on a different chapter of the book. The book has around 70 something chapters. Each one of the chapters represents a different idea, a different philosophy, a different concept of Nietzsche's philosophy, and he wrote himself that this is the most important book he's ever written, basically combining all of these philosophies together. It is crucial to read this book nowadays. It was crucial ever since the 1880s, but it's much more crucial now. And I think with all of the things that we see humanity going towards, whether it's COVID and with the whole sex offenders such as Epstein, and all of those things that are happening right now in humanity, the whole gestures of Donald Trump coming arising, and in Germany neo-Nazis becoming much more famous, and Putin attacking Ukraine, and Kim Jong-un becoming a much more mythological statue, and China is becoming much more radical, independent in their own bubble, so to speak, detaching from the dollar, and all of the world things that we're seeing coming through can be explained by this book. I think after you see the series, or at least read the book for yourself, which of course is much better than me because who am I, you will understand a lot more things about the world, and you will feel much more contented and comfortable with the things that are going around because everything is natural. Again, Sanders and Ariel, everything is natural, everything is the same. Why is this book important for me specifically? When I was 16, one of my mentors, professor at Harvard for the history of science, gave me this book saying that this book is very important for me to read. I read this book already 6 times, and every time that I read it, I enjoyed it. He doesn't know it, and I hope he will watch this video himself, but this guy basically saved my life. Before I read this book, I was a very depressed kid. I was always thinking that the world is against me and everybody are wrong, and the violence and the traumas and the wars and everything is so bad in the world, everything is rotten. And after I read this book, everything seemed so more sense. The world is how it is, there is nothing really you can do about it, and to be quite frank, it's exactly how it's supposed to be. The only thing that you can do is to understand that right now this is the phase of humanity, and the humanity needs to come over here. Basically, there is a saying in the book, the ultimate person and the Ubermensch, basically the Superman. Right now, people are much more closer to the ultimate person. One of the most important claims of Nietzsche is that human is something that we need to go above. So right now, we're very human, very much regular human beings, and the idea is to become a Superman. And there's nothing wrong with it. That's the evolution of humanity, and that's where we're going towards. After I read this book, it really saved my life, because I felt there is a meaning, and there is something interesting, and there is something that you can go towards, and you need to say yes to life, and enjoy, and laugh, and have fun, and have sex, and drink alcohol, and do drugs, and there is nothing wrong about all of those things. Really, the opposite. It's crucial, and you have to enjoy all of that together. I really do think that this series is gonna bring a lot of things out of me, and a lot of things out of you. I want to apologize upfront if this series will be very diversified in the thoughts and the meanings of what I'm saying. I'm no philosopher whatsoever. I've never studied in the university. I'm just a curious person who really loves this book and claims to be intelligent. I don't really know if I am. That's for people to say. And I think that's why I'm putting this series up, and that's why I'm not really thinking about it too much. I just wrote a few notes, coming in front of the camera, filming whatever I want to say and whatever comes to mind. One last thing. In the beginning of the book, Nietzsche wrote, "This book is for everyone and for nobody," because the ideas and the thoughts that he's bringing here are very violent, both mind-wise and physical-wise. That's why the book is very crucial. I hope you'll enjoy this series. I hope it will not be too complicated and too diversified in its thoughts and its meanings. I hope you will understand what I'm trying to say here, and I hope my ideas will come forward naturally. In each one of my videos, I will keep my email, my phone number, and my name in the description below. So if you have any questions about it, you want to talk to me about it, you want to read about it, you want to ask what's my thoughts about this and this and this to clarify, go ahead. In the end of the day, my goal with this series, besides me practicing the filming and me enjoying filming and me reading the book much more thoroughly, is that one day I will have a text from the ultra-intelligent 16-year-old kid who feels like the world is disgusting, watching my videos and decides not to kill himself because the book changed his life like it changed mine. I hope you'll enjoy it, and thank you very much for watching.